You might be wondering, just what does someone who has celiac disease eat when they go backpacking? Okay, hi folks, how's it going? Hope you're all doing well wherever you are. So, what does someone who has celiac disease eat when they go backpacking? Well, for myself, I'll show you. I have a 5-day trip coming up, and I'm just putting all of my food together and gonna get ready to pack it all up and stuff everything into my backpack. So, let's start with breakfast. You've seen me make a few of my own recipes for backpacking, and you know that I have celiac disease and I tend to not eat manufactured products. The stuff like Mountain House and Backpacker Pantry, something like that, and a lot of the other packaged things, they either have ingredients in them that I still can't eat even if they are gluten-free, or they are so prohibitively expensive here in Canada, it's just ridiculous. So I don't buy them. I'll buy like snack foods that are packaged, but for the big meals, I make my own and I dehydrate my own. So for this 5-day trip, 4 nights, I have this is two breakfasts in one package. So I'll just divide this in half when I'm cooking it. It is dehydrated eggs, which I just dehydrate. I scramble the eggs in the blender raw, and then I dehydrate that and then pulverize it to a powder in my spice blender. That's always worked for me. I've never had difficulty with it. I've never gotten food poisoning from it. And then I also have a whole bunch of vegetables in here as well. Some dehydrated vegetables like zucchini, mushroom. I think there's peppers and onions and stuff in here. So it's quite a lot of food, these 2 breakfasts, once I rehydrate them and heat them up. So that I will have for 2 mornings. And then these 2 packages here, I've put in some just plain oatmeal, quick oats, certified gluten-free quick oats, and a scoop of just some chocolate trail mix. So it's like nuts and other stuff with cacao powder. So, because you need chocolate, right? It's absolutely necessary for life. Plus, like oatmeal on its own, for me, burns up so quickly. I'm usually hungry again within like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So I can't like just live on oatmeal for breakfast. I would be very, very hungry quickly. For moving on to lunchtime, I have a couple of different things again. I've got these coconut tortilla wraps. So it's just coconut flour and cassava starch, water, xanthan gum, coconut oil, and sea salt. So normally I would try to avoid products that have xanthan gum in them or any types of gums because they can be irritating to the gut. But occasionally these are great, and these are about the only type of wraps that I've found that I can eat. I got these ones at Whole Foods. They're also sold at Healthy Planet. So to go in the tortillas, I have for a couple of days. I have a couple of these packets of tuna. This is just plain tuna and a little bit of broth. So I'll put that in the tortilla or the wrap, and I also have some seaweed, just these sea snacks, which I've repackaged into this reusable silicone bag because it will be less for me to carry out. I can put this with the tuna and get my green things. So something green with every meal. So that's a few lunches, or that's 2 lunches. For other lunches, I have nut butter that I can do in the wraps, or I can use this as a snack. And I also have this beef jerky and an Epic bar and Nick's sticks. These are like grass-fed sticks and Epic bars. I don't know why the ingredients are different in Canada than the US. I've not been able to find a satisfiable explanation for that. But if Epic could let me know, I would be much, very, very grateful. And from the Healthy Butcher just around the corner, some Wagyu beef jerky. This sounds really, really good. I'm looking forward to this one. So I can have those either for snacks or for lunch. To dinner time, I have a bunch of dehydrated meals that I've made. This is a stir fry. So far this is just vegetables. I've got vegetables and some rice ramen noodles. And like dehydrated peppers, carrots, broccoli. There's a whole bunch of different vegetables in here, and then I can add one of these types of meat or one of the packets of tuna, or something like that. This one is pasta with, I think it's dehydrated ground pork with the Alfredo sauce recipe that I made just a couple of weeks ago, and I can link that for you in the description and maybe a card at the end. This one, again, another type of pasta with the same Alfredo sauce, but this is just pasta, Alfredo sauce, and a whole bunch of broccoli, which I figure I'll just put one of those types of meat in it. And then this one, I think, is it's either a chili or, well, let's see. This is one that I made for my trip that didn't happen back in April because we ended up back in stay-at-home orders. Oh, okay, so this is a fish curry stir fry. You can smell the salmon. So yeah, this has been in my freezer since April when that trip got canceled. So for home dehydrated meals, if you're not going to be using them like right away, they will keep for quite a long time in the freezer. But unlike, commercially dehydrated foods that are vacuum sealed with a moisture packet, they don't last as long as that. So keep them in your freezer. They'll last a long time. And then they're good for a few days or a couple of weeks on the trail. And then for snacks, like second breakfast, 11s, tea time, and dinner or supper, whichever one you call, I have a bunch of snack bars. I have 2 Fit Cricket bars. Yes, these are made with crickets. I love these bars. Friend Lisa gave these to me the other day as a gift, and these are so yummy. If you're in Canada, you should look up this product because they are really, really yummy. Crickets are a wonderfully sustainable protein source and very, very healthy for you. It's actually good for the gut microbiome. The fiber that's in their outer shell is really good. And then I have these three different flavors of RX bar. I've got, this one is walnuts, cashews, and dates, and this one is almonds, cashews, and dates, and of course egg whites, that's the protein in it. Almonds, cashews, and dates, and then this one is chocolate sea salt. This one's coconut chocolate, and banana chocolate, walnut. So do you see a theme here? Yeah, I have lots of chocolate. Can't survive without chocolate. So speaking of chocolate, one of my favorite Canadian brands of chocolate is Camino. And I really, really like the super dark chocolates. So 88 up to even 100% I will eat dark chocolate. I also have these the strawberry rhubarb fruit leather that I made a couple or 3 weeks ago. I can link that for you in the description as well. And then for in my like for the daily walks, somehow this is open. So like for like the parts of the day that I'm actually walking, I will have like a bag of trail mix in my hip belt pocket, probably with the fruit leathers, so that I have something to snack on if I get hungry. And then I have the rest of the package of trail mix that I can just portion out to put into this bag when this empties out. And then I have this Enner cheese. This sounds really, really good. I love freeze-dried cheese. It's a nice snack. So I also have some Enner cheese, which I can probably package up with the trail mix and put a few chunks in there for a while I'm hiking. And for beverages, I have tea for breakfast. This is Earl Grey, and yes, I use loose leaf, so I will have like a tea infuser of some sort with me, and then I will pack out the used tea leaves. For daytime, just to have some flavor and some electrolytes, I have this True Lemon packet. It's just crystallized lemon, and then I put in a little bit of salt. So I carry this salt and pepper shaker and put some salt in my water with the lemon juice. And then at nighttime, I take like a magnesium tablet just before bedtime. It helps to relax, and it relaxes muscles and stuff like that. And then I also, if it's gonna be cold, I don't think it will be, like, it looks like the lowest that's gonna go down to overnight is 15 Celsius. I'll post that up here, whatever that is in Fahrenheit. Off the top of my head, I don't know. But this is just some soup mix. It's beef bone broth with some vegetables in it. So yeah, so if I get cold in the evening, I can just have some of that. And that's my beverages, and of course filtered water. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be enough food for me. It's probably going to be a little bit extra food, like it might be like an extra half day, an extra day, which is always a good idea because you don't know for sure. Like, you might get delayed by a few hours, so you might end up out on the trail for a few hours or a day longer than you had anticipated for any number of reasons. Like you might get stuck in a bog, or you might just decide to take zero and not move for one day. Could be anything. Or, you might fall and turn your ankle so that you can't hike. So then, you hit the SOS button and you have to wait for search and rescue, and they're not going to get there within 10 minutes like they do if you're in the city. It's going to take them a while to get there. So it's always a good idea to pack some extra food, either a full day of extra food or, at least a few extra snacks. So it's always better to be prepared than not. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think of all this food that I've got? Do you think this is going to be enough? Do you think it's too much? Do you want some of the recipes? I mean, I've posted videos to pretty much all of the dehydrated foods that I've made. The recipes are already under the cooking playlist. Maybe I can post that list for you too. And if you have any tips or tricks, if you also have celiac disease, let me know. What do you take when you go out backpacking or when you go out for a day hike? What sort of snacks do you take? If you have any tips, even if you don't have celiac disease, what do you usually do for food if you're out backpacking or if you're out on a day hike? So let me know. Comment below, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're interested to see my upcoming 5-day trip. I'll be posting that video probably in a couple of weeks because it'll take me a while to get through all the videos and edit those out. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you later.